Hello everyone, YGO Dragon Ruler here again. Back with another market watch. This time around we're going to be looking at the theme of the day is dragons, and we're going to be looking particularly at the Rockets just because there's a new structure deck for them coming in, I believe it's August, and it's bringing with it new topologic, new I don't know if there's a new Boral monster coming, but with the new set coming out, Rise and Rampage, there's going to be a new Burrow card in there, and XZs. And yeah, let's just look at the market, see where the Rockets are, and I think right now they're pretty cheap. If they do anything, depending on what's in the actual structure deck to help them out, some of the cards have been revealed, and the more generic ones just seem like they're really good for like to blend into different strategies that aren't just tied to Rockets. But yeah, let's see. So right now, just these are just the monsters really quick. You could see right here, Magna Rocket Dragon. Market value is about $1. You can see it right here near mints are about 69 cents. So right now the core for these monsters are pretty cheap. If you want to pick them up, I highly recommend you do. There's certain cards that like if you really need the hollow printing of it, then it's like, you know, maybe, but we'll get there. Metal Rocket Dragon over here is about 62 cents. Near mints are about 16 cents. Here you have the Megaton version for of Magna Rocket, 46. You can see like all of these are about they're under $1. So I would recommend you pick up, I would say all of them, just for the sheer fact the others are rare, and if they're not reprinted and they're core to that strategy, you're gonna see that they're gonna jump up. They're gonna be like a solid like maybe $1. You saw what happened with the Sunlight Wolf, right? The probability of that happening again with these, while I don't know how impactful that structure deck is gonna be, you don't want to run the risk of needing something and not having it when you can pick it up for about 20 cents right now. And yeah, the commons, you could like, maybe you could get away with those, because I do believe most of these nothing was short printed to my knowledge. Here you're gonna see the Auto Rocket, the super rare from Circuit Break. That's about oh, that one is damage. Yeah. You got a near mint here for about 10 cents, likely played for about 10 cents. So the entire core right now is pretty cheap. I do think you should get Rocket Synchron. I don't think they have any. Well, I mean, there is the Boral Savage Dragon, but that kind of lives within Pendulums and Crusadia Guard Dragons right now, which is actually something we should look at some point. Just the market on that, because I think Crusadia Guard Dragons right now is a very cheap pickup for what it is, so maybe it's something to think about. But yeah, as you can see, the monster core pretty cheap. Most of this might be reprinted, so I would recommend you get like the super rare, and I believe there was one ultra rare. Yeah, the one ultra rare, just to be on the safe side. If you want to be really fancy, get the original print too. So yeah. Next, we're gonna look here at the Boral cards. Don't get Boral Sword, for the only reason is that it's getting a reprint. There's no reason to buy this card, even at $50, because when the reprint comes, well, I mean $50 is way under its market value of $63. There's no reason to pick this up right now, because it's gonna go even lower. No matter how short printed I think it's gonna be in the Battle of Legends set, this card will probably fall to about $30 if it's short printed, more if it isn't. So with that in mind, there's really no reason to pick this up just yet, because that comes out in July. I don't think the structure that comes out until August. And another note, unless you really need this for like nationals or worlds, I guess, unless you really need it for those things, there's no reason to pick this up now. You could just wait on it. Boral Savage has actually been creeping up in price. It was $14, and now you can see it here. It's 17, right? There's 63 marks. So it's officially like it's been going up there. So that's something to take into consideration when when you're looking at this card, particularly if you're thinking about picking it up, because there's no reprint currently for this in sight. Next up here we have Borrow Load. So it's very interesting about this card. This is the original print, so I definitely think if you're gonna pick up any, just get a copy of the OG. Near mints are about $13, but if we're looking for a first edition, then I think it's a little bit more. Let's see, first edition. Ooh. So you have to go all the way to the bottom of the page, but even then it's still $13. So yeah, if you're gonna pick up any version of Borlow Dragon, I highly recommend you pick up the original print first edition. But with that being said, we can also look here at the Megatins, which is about $4 or $5 less. Have it here for market value is about $10. You can see it here for about $9. And also another point. This is an alternate art, so I'll give it that break. But this is also $9. This is $8.50. This is $8.85, and this is a secret rare. This is an ultra rare. I mean, I guess, but you see here, Nearman First Edition, $8.50. The reason I would recommend picking at least one of these up is because it is the alternate art. And if this alternate art never sees a reprint, it will have some collector's value as being a, I guess, protagonist rival card. And also a really, really, really good, just generically good card. So that's something to take into mind. These were actually, they were falling to about 6-7 for a bit. And I guess they got bought out to like $8.50. You have Boral Guard here, the rejected Boral Dragon. Market value is about 4. You can see it here for about 4, but it's been creeping up slowly. Even though it's like technically under its market value, there's been time. It was like $1, then it was 2, then it was 3, and now it's at 4. If this doesn't see a reprint, I think in the structure deck, I think it's gonna continue to like trickle on up. So with that, I mean, it's not seen any play. Do keep that in mind. I don't think it will see play for a bit of time, but something to think about. Boral Kulin, Mini Boral Dragon, Boral Vegeta. These are all like cards. I think if you don't need to pick them up if you don't really need to. If you want them, they're like cents, so you can consider it if you really want to. Next up here we have the Topologic cards. So we see right here we have this is an interesting one. Topologic Trisbana. You can see it's here about $5, then it hits about $6 for first ed. Market value is about $8. Just the tins are right around the corner, so the idea in mind is that this gets reprinted. But my mentality is this is a secret rare, and we know in the tins they're coming in different rarities, right? I can't stress that enough. It's not gonna be a secret rare. Is it gonna be prismatic? Maybe. Is it gonna even get reprinted? Maybe, right? So with that in mind, I think now is a good time to go in and just pick one up. Like, just get your $5 copy here or pay $6 for the copy. Because even if it comes out in the ultra rare, the secret rare will still be the one to retain its value. If it comes out in prismatic, it's a different story. And if it doesn't come out at all, it's a whole other story. So think about that. I don't think this is coming in the structure deck either. So I could be wrong. Maybe they give us a full structure deck and they just toss all these in there. But I'm not too hopeful on that. Topologic Bomber, like both versions. These versions, they've slowly been going up in value. You see right here we have the original print market value about 6. You see it here about 6. But it's been it's been almost a year since this card's been reprinted, and this version used to be really cheap. The mega pack version, market value here is about 5. It's about 5. It's been slowly going up and up and up and up and up. It was like $2-3, and you can see it keeps going up and up and up. So right now the market has a solid 5. If it doesn't see a reprint, it's going to continue to climb. It's a all wrong again generically good card, so do keep that in mind. Topologic Gumblar Dragon, he's banned. But if you need him, if you want him for any sort of reason, $2 really. And then you have these play mats, the OTS. These look pretty nice. Which one is this? The championship qualifier. If you want, it's $60 from Hebrew Cards. It's really nice. But next up here we have Squib Draw. So Squib Draw. This is another good pickup. These I would pick up. These I would pick up because market value is about the dollar. And you can see it here for about 75 cents or first edition, and these are the original print. And if you look at the mega pack, they're about 8 cents, 7 cents, 30 cents. So they fell off. They fell off since the hype died down. But let's look at one real quick. And yeah, so you target a rocket monster, destroy it, and if you do, draw 2 cards. And if you don't know, the rocket monsters get their effects off by being targeted, and then the problem with the rockets are they trigger off during the end phase, and that's the reason why nobody really used them, because you only get the plus at the end phase, and by then it's too late. But hopefully the structure deck addresses that. But this would be a really great card. It's like a free draw 2 and then get your rockets off. Another good one is Quick Launch. The original prints are about $3 on the market, but if you want the Megatins ones, they're about $2 on the market. This is also another good card, because let's look at the effect real quick. You special summon a rocket monster from your deck, but it cannot attack, also destroy during the end phase. You kind of want to do that because once they get destroyed, they get their effects off. But that's not the real reason you get a free summon out of deck, right? I mean, is this not once per turn? Huh, that's interesting. I always thought this card was once per turn, but if this is true, I mean, then you could run 3 and you could resolve all of them. So that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. I would definitely make sure you have your copies of these if you're planning to run Rockets. This one has actually been going dumb high in value. I do think this will get reprinted in the structure deck for the sole purpose it wasn't reprinted in the 10s. And the market value here is about $5. Well, yeah, $5. And you can see there's one here for about 4. It's German. If you want your German, it's pretty cool. I'd pick this up. Then you have near mints for about 5. This will more than likely 92% be reprinted in the structure deck, but it will not be reprinted at an ultra rare rarity. So with that in mind, you decide if you want the ultra rare or you want the common that's probably gonna come in that structure deck. Hopefully come in that structure deck. Now switching it up a little bit. More dragons, different dragons, chaos dragons, still dragons though. So looking here, you can see Levenair over here done got bought out. Market value of this card about $20. Unlimiteds are about 24. First edition 25. There's 6 on the market that are near mint or likely played. What a weird time. I don't know why this card got bought out so close to the I guess what we would call the off season. I mean, I guess people are buying it out now so they could sell it at like nationals and stuff. But my God, what a weird buyout. I think it's a weird buyout. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think this was a weird buyout or not? And while you're at it, leave a like, comment, subscribe please if you haven't subscribed already. Share the content as always. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your neighbor, share it with anybody. Just as casual conversation, just bring the video up and just share it. It's totally fine, trust me. But let me know what you guys think about this. This is I think it's a stupid buyout. But opinions could be had. It's a really great card, don't get me wrong, it's amazing. There's some Chaos Thunder Dragons are running it at 3, and rightfully so. It's free summon and it does a lot of things, but I don't know, man. I think this one was weird to buy out right now. Especially with the 10s coming soon, it might get reprinted, it might not. And then it runs that issue, right? Will it get reprinted as a prismatic? Will it not? I hope it does. This would make a really great prismatic in my opinion, but opinions will be had. Black Dragon Collapse Serpent right over here. This has actually been going down a little bit in value. You can see market value here is about 8. You can see it here about 6, 7, and then 6. I went backwards, but anyway. So yeah, it's about $6-7. A little bit under its market value. And then you have the commons, which are about $1. They're about $1. And then this one over here, For some reason, the Shadow Spectre one is under $1. And then the Megatin ones, which of course are about $1 too, actually. So yeah, they're about $1 all day long for the commons. Looking at the White Dragon, we got it here for market value is about 10. And again, well, it's about 10 actually, because there's one near mint for about 8. There's another likely played for about 9, and then there is the likely played for about 10. It's all unlimited for the record. Astro Pack didn't come with first edition. Also, just really quick, there's an 8% off thingy going on, so if you do want to pick up some cards, now might be a good time to do that, just because you get that 8% kickback. But yeah, commons are 60 cents here, they're about 30. Market value 60 cents. Oh, these are a whole lot cheaper. Interesting. It's interesting that the black ones, which you really only run 2 of, they're going for $1, but the white ones, which you usually run 3 of, they're going for about 50-60 cents. That's pretty interesting to me. But yeah, here we go. We can look and continue. Yep. And by the end of the page, you're about 25 cents, which is that's pretty. That's an interesting bit of information there. If you want the commons, if you're somebody that messes around with commons, you know that bit of information right there. That's for you. Omni Dragon Brotor, another good one. It's been hovering about 12 for a bit of time. It's still hovering $12-13. That hasn't really changed at all. Omni Dragon Brotor, really great for it's a really great combo piece inside of Chaos Danger Thunder Dragon Guard Dragon build. The card I don't think anyone's really looking at right now is the man himself, Blackluster Envoy of the Beginning. There's it used to be run in Chaos Danger Thunder Dragon, but they kind of like just forgot about it and just replaced it with more Levineers or different level 8 tech that functions the same Chaos Engine way by banishing light and dark. Dark Revelation here is about $70 for lightly played. I fully believe that the market value for unlimited, not unlimited, and a near mint would be $100 if not more. Master Collection, you can see likely played here for about 16s. Invasion of Chaos. Let's look how much a first edition Invasion of Chaos is. Going down. Should I just jump to the last page? Let's go to page 4. Alright, yeah. Page 4, you have likely plays for about 85. Let's go to page 3. Let's see if there's any cheaper. No. It starts at page 4. You get your likely plays for about 86. You got your near mints for about $135 for your BLS. You know, first edition. You just want that stamp. Next up here, let's look at Envoy of the End. Again, Dark Revelations. They're about 40. Ultimate Rares are about 42. First edition Ultimate Rares. Should I go to page 4? Likely plays are about 94. Near mints are about 100. Let me go to page 3 just to be safe. Yeah, likely plays start off at about 62, then it trickles on up. It's 62, 62, 65, 83. That giant jump that just happened there is crazy. But yeah, Chaos Emperor Dragon, everybody. There's also the Invasion of Chaos one. The first edition of this is probably hella money. And the most updated card text, which is the Jump version, is about $12. The Lost Millennium version, the ultra rare, is about market value 10. You can see some here for about 8. But a first edition IOC, let's look here and see. Page 4. Alright, here we go. Likely plays are about 84, right? Near mint. Ooh! Whoa! Whoa there! Whoa there, guys! Whoa there! $200! Likely played too, 203, but oh man, that took a jump. That took a jump! From likely played to first edition, over $100. My God. But yeah, if you need your first at Emperors, you know. That's crazy. And if you got the wallet for it, guys, a lot of Danger Thunder Dragon builds have been paying this. You gotta get your prize cards, man. You got 85 $8,500 for your ultra rare. You know, if you really want to flex that hard, you know, you got $8,500 worth of flex in you. There you go. If your pockets ain't that thick, but you still want to flex, and you got 1,500. You got two here, one here, one here. I mean, go to town, guys. Get your. Like, that's expensive. Man, I hope this gets reprinted soon. I don't think it will. I really hope that it does. I love playing the deck, but my God, I'm not investing that kind of money. But if you can, if your pocket's that thick, you know, by all means, to each their own, if you would. But yeah, guys, I'll do it for the market watch today. Hope you guys like the content. If you do, of course, you know, down below. I'd appreciate if you guys could subscribe. And again, share. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to you guys in the next one. As always, goodbye.